Yesterday, during the live stream, Jungkook once again gave fans a moment that left many smiling non-stop. From the start, he seemed relaxed, with that calm gaze that always draws attention and a smile that lit up the entire screen. Every time he laughed, people in the chat reacted immediately, because his soft and genuine laughter made the atmosphere feel even more intimate. He seemed to enjoy every second, and that made many people watch, unable to look away, waiting to see what he would share next. One of the most memorable moments was when he played the scary game. When he got scared, he almost blurted out a phrase, but he cut himself off just in time. That natural, quick, and funny reaction became one of the most talked about moments among fans, who kept repeating how funny it was to see him trying to stay calm. His expression, a mix of surprise and nervousness, generated even more laughter in the chat and kept everyone's attention. Throughout the live stream, Jungkook also took a moment to thank ARMY. He did so in a warm tone, speaking simply and directly, which many interpreted as another sign of how much he values their support. Those few seconds felt honest and intimate, as if he were speaking to each person watching. His words stirred tenderness in the fans, who always look forward to such affectionate gestures. In the middle of the live stream came one of the most talked about moments. Jungkook began to sing Justin Bieber's "Off My Face." His voice sounded clear and clean, without embellishment. Many fans commented that these are the kinds of moments they enjoy the most because they showcase his talent in a simple and natural way. The chat was filled with surprised and happy messages, as his singing made the broadcast feel special, almost like a private performance. His soft voice created a tranquil atmosphere that captivated everyone. Meanwhile, several Taekook fans commented on how these small details of the livestream reminded them how much they enjoy seeing both of them comfortable and full of positive energy. Every kind gesture or joyful expression from Jungkook was interpreted by some fans as a positive sign within the fandom. It wasn't about making any definitive statements, but rather about sharing what each person felt upon seeing them happy. These kinds of comments demonstrated the excitement with which the community experiences each of their appearances. The end of the live stream left a pleasant feeling. Many agreed that Jungkook exuded calm and joy, and that every small reaction, word, or laugh made the broadcast worthwhile. Watching him have fun, sing, and express gratitude so naturally kept the audience engaged until the very last second. Fans ended the day with smiles, commenting on their favorite parts and looking forward to the next time they can see him share something so spontaneous and intimate. When someone can't say out loud who they love, their actions begin to speak for them. That's what we've always seen in Taehyung and Jungkook, small, constant, yet clear signs for those who look closely. Jungkook chose the bear as his favorite character and never wanted to share it, not on a whim, but because it held a special meaning for him. When he later chose the tiger, he could have chosen any of many, but he stuck with that pair that would accompany him for years. He didn't trade the bear for the tiger or the tiger for another figure. He kept them together, as if there was something in that combination that made him feel comfortable and understood. Those two characters, so different yet so complementary, appeared again and again in his public life, always close to him. At the PTD concert in Las Vegas, something happened that caught everyone's attention. There was a table full of about 50 stickers, and yet, Jungkook only took two, the tiger and the bear. He put them on his jacket without hesitation, as if it were a natural choice. Anyone who has watched them for years knows that those two characters are linked to the image many fans associate with Taehyung and with himself. It was a simple gesture, but enough for some to understand the intention. He even pointed to the stickers at another point, as if wanting to make sure the detail didn't go unnoticed. The most striking moment was when Taehyung reached for those same stickers and left his hand there for a moment, as if recognizing that small message and responding in his own way. Then he wrapped Jungkook in a natural hug, without looking at the camera. These kinds of moments are part of their dynamic, quiet gestures that show a connection sustained by habit and affection. Words aren't necessary when two people have their own way of communicating. Some people say that love isn't always expressed loudly. Sometimes it appears in the smallest things: an object that is chosen, a gaze that is held, a hand that reaches out unexpectedly. That's what many fans have found by observing them over the years. It's not about revealing anything or exaggerating, it's simply a matter of understanding that some bonds work this way, without drama, without rushing, without needing to show off too much. The idea that their connection endures beyond time or place stems from those repeated moments, those gestures that seem small but return again and again. It's not about imagining something grand, but about recognizing that when someone acts consistently, it's because they feel something. It's no coincidence when two people choose each other again in such everyday details. And then there was that time Jungkook called Taehyung my little bear. He said it with a calm naturalness, while he ran his hand through his hair and stroked it without thinking much. His expressions were soft, almost automatic, as if that kind of touch were part of his routine. Taehyung looked at him with a slight smile, the kind of smile that is only shared when there is trust and closeness. Between them, nothing more was needed. Seeing them together always draws attention. It's not just that they share the same space, but there's something about how they move, how they look at each other, that makes everything feel closer. The way Taehyung and Jungkook interact doesn't need words to express what's happening between them. Touching each other for no reason, laughing together, dancing spontaneously, these are details that seem small, but feel natural and sincere. There's no pressure, no obligation, you can just see that they enjoy being near each other. Once, Jungkook called him my little bear with that calmness that only he possesses, while running his hand through his hair. It was a simple, almost automatic gesture, but one that spoke volumes. Taehyung responded with a gentle smile, one of those smiles that needs no explanation, that only appears when there's trust and affection. Nothing else was needed in that moment, and that's what makes it special. It doesn't matter if they're surrounded by other people or in front of cameras, their gestures are always the same. They search for each other with their eyes, brush against each other without thinking, and all of this conveys something that others sense even though they don't say a word. Jungkook tilts his head when he hears Taehyung laugh, and Taehyung adjusts to match his rhythm, as if their bodies know exactly what the other will do. Sometimes a smile or a light touch of hands is enough to reveal the connection they share. Fans have followed them for years and know that these details are never lost, the way they meet in each other's eyes, how they support each other with simple gestures, how every action seems natural and constant. It's not theatrical, there's no exaggeration, just moments that flow and feel genuine. Every touch, every shared laugh, every small gesture says something without needing words. Jungkook might be playing with his hair while watching Taehyung, and Taehyung might smile with that gentleness that only he possesses. It's a silent routine, something that seems part of how they understand each other effortlessly. Even when the environment changes, the way they are together remains the same. They remain the same, calm and close, as if nothing external could influence that. Sometimes, just watching them move near each other reveals the ease with which they understand one another. Taehyung might start laughing, and Jungkook will immediately join in, without needing to speak. Their gestures connect, complement each other, and every action, however small, has its own meaning. The glance they exchange is sometimes enough to say everything, they don't need to explain anything. They are simple, everyday moments, but they reflect something constant and true. This naturalness is what makes fans follow every gesture, every smile, every touch, because even the smallest thing feels important and intimate. Seeing them together is witnessing a complicity that is built day by day, with small details that aren't noticeable at first glance unless you look closely. They seek each other out in their eyes, they keep each other company in silences, and even in the middle of a group, their connection remains. It's not forced or planned, it simply exists. And that's what makes it so easy to follow and feel. Nothing is exaggerated, nothing is invented. You only perceive how they influence each other with gestures and actions that seem natural, but which, for those who observe them, say much more than words could express.